everyone, it's Chelsea from PolishAndBeyond, and today I will be reviewing the Zoya Matte Velvet collection for 2015. I was super excited to hear that Zoya was releasing more matte velvets because I loved the collection from last year. So we have some beautiful jewel tone polishes over here and then a couple light wintry colors over here. I was a little concerned with this collection at first because there were some color repetitions between this year's collection and last year's, but I will show you those comparison photos so that you can decide for yourself whether you think it's worth it to have both of them. So today I will be reviewing each polish individually, showing you the swatch photos and also comparison shots between colors from this year's collection and last year's collection. So let's get right on into it. So the first polish we have is Aspen, and this is a beautiful shimmery Arctic white polish. This is one of the ones I was most excited about in the collection. This is just going to be perfect for wintry manicures. It looks just like snow with that beautiful pearl fleck shimmer as Zoe describes it. This one took 3 coats to be opaque, but I kind of expected that in a white polish, to be honest. But I think it's totally worth it. This is one of the ones I liked most in its matte state because I felt like it looked even more like snow that way, but it also looks super pretty with top coat. It makes the shimmer really stand out.
The next polish is, what is this called? Sue. It's called Sue.
The next polish is Sue, and this is a super pale gold polish, kind of with a champagne-y tone. This is going to be really nice for people who work in like an office job or something like that, where they can't have like really bright colors on their nails. So it gives you like that really pretty shimmer, but without being overly bright. Unfortunately, this was another 3-coater, but I feel like the color is really unique, so that kind of makes up for it. The next polish is Amal, and this is a beautiful, bright, warm-toned red color, and this one is just so Christmassy. My sister really likes this one. I was concerned about this one being too similar to Posh from last year's collection, but in comparison, they're actually very different. Posh is more of a cool-toned cranberry red, while this one's more like a warmer-toned, almost scarlet red. Amal was nice and opaque in 2 coats, and what was really good about this one was that it didn't stain my cuticles. Oftentimes I struggle with red polishes staining my cuticles, but this one actually didn't, so that was great. And this is another one that I prefer with top coat. I just think the shimmer in it makes it look extra Christmassy. The next polish we have is Iris, and it is another purple polish. I was really surprised to see Zoya release this after there were 2 purple matte velvets in last year's collection, but you know, whatever. This one was opaque in 2 coats. Unfortunately, my formula was a little bit off because the cap had loosened during shipping and there's polish all around the rim and it was just like super thick and gloopy, but I'm sure if it was like a regular formula, it would be opaque in 2 coats as well. So I will compare this one to Savita from last year's collection. I don't actually have Harlow, the other purple from last year's collection, which I think would be more similar. But these two, Savita's obviously like a cool tone polish. Harlow was the warm tone polish from last year's. So Iris is much warmer in tone, and yeah, they're obviously different, but I will show the comparison shot anyways. The next polish we have is another polish that I was super excited about, and this is Yves. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sapphire royal blue matte velvet. I saw this in like the first picture that Zoya released on Instagram, and I was like, yes, that's happening. And this had a beautiful formula, opaque in 2 coats. Unfortunately, it was a stainer, but I mean, with this color, I don't even care that it stains. This one, I really loved with top coat. I mean, the matte was okay, but with top coat, the sparkle showed really well, and it was just super pretty. The last polish we have is Honor, and this is a beautiful emerald green matte velvet. This one is actually very similar to Verushka from last year's matte velvets. These are probably the closest dupes in the collection. I feel like Honor from this year's collection maybe has a drop of blue in it to give it that like emerald tone, while Verushka from last year's collection is more of like a pine tree kind of green. They're both super pretty, but I honestly don't think you need both. So my favorite from this collection would probably be Aspen or Yves. Both of these were super pretty, and how beautiful of a winter manicure would that be? And even though this one was 3-coater and this one stained, I just think the colors make it so worth it, and the versatility of being either like a beautiful matte velvet polish or being a sparkly, shiny polish really makes them stand out in my opinion. So that was my review of the Zoya Matte Velvet collection for 2015. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below which polish was your favorite from the collection, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!